This is our Maxus Edeliver 3 chassis cab. It is the long wheelbase, so L2 chassis cab, and it has the benefits of the 52 kilowatt battery and no conversion on it at this point in time. So completely down to you in terms of what you choose to put on the back there. We haven't assumed that we know best. So the conversion, still to have a conversation with you about that. Let's take a closer look at the cab, the equipment and the charging. So just in terms of external features, these boomerang style LED rear lights and halogen headlights. The charging cables are behind the cable cover here, so the Maxus logo hides the charging cables. There's the AC and DC charging behind there. AC charging, that's your home and office based charging, anywhere between 7 and 11 kilowatts charging. There is an 11 kilowatt inhibitor, so no more than that. If you've got a 22 kilowatt home charger, it will only charge up to 11 kilowatt hours. But what that means generally for a 52 kilowatt battery that would still have some power in it by the time you come to charge it, it's an overnight charge on an AC charger using 7 to 11 kilowatts charging, and that's AC. DC charging, which of course is charging out and about, there is plenty of 22 to 50 kilowatt chargers out there, and again your turn time is a comfort break of 40 to 45 minutes to get between say 20 and 80% charge. So a very straightforward process. And what does that give you? Typically with this 52 kilowatt battery, in a mixed bag of weather and driving and using technology, around 130 to 150 miles on a full charge. If it's purely around town driving, so that's city-based driving, and it's beautiful weather and you're not using any technology, you can get this up to 200 miles. But realistically speaking, you should be planning between sort of 130 and 150 as a mileage expectation, full charge, and that's assuming a 70% payload as well on the back. So a realistic figure. Let's have a look in the cab. So just moving inside the cab, you have this blue and crayon finish across the dash and the interior. The electrically operated door mirrors from the driver's door panel, the electrically operated mirrors to the right of the steering wheel, and you also see these eco and regulation buttons. The regeneration button is the lower one. Is you can set brake regeneration on 3 different levels, so that can be quite powerful in terms of the regeneration, where you literally only tend to use just the accelerator, you hardly touch on the brakes, or you set it on low regeneration, which would of course need the help of brakes and less regeneration. So I think it depends on personal preference and also the circumstances you're driving it in. And the eco button will maximize the speed to 60 miles an hour, and also make sure that it's utilizing the technologies effectively if you've got technologies on. The driver's seat, it's a fixed driver's seat. It does have armrest, as does the passenger seat. So just 2 front seats, incredibly comfortable. Height adjustable steering wheel, and to the left you'll see there the cruise control. To the right, shortcuts for the infotainment service, which is this 3.5-inch screen. This, by the way, is just to store if you've got credit cards or cards that you use for charging, just to store them there. But you've got a USB port down here that connects your smartphone to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So all the use that you get out of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, if you know what that is, you don't need me to tell you. And if you don't know what it is, then all your music, Google Maps, WhatsApp, messaging, a lot of the functionality of your phone seen through using in the vehicle. Ventilation system's very straightforward. You've got a fan speed there, air conditioning which is fitted as standard. This button will switch on the heating if you need it. The others will give it some form of direction, and this button at the top here is actually to just cut the heat in half if need be. So this is full heat on and that's half heat. Very straightforward, very typical again of a electric vehicle, making things very simple. And this is your gear shift. It's just reverse, drive and neutral. Very, very easy to use. Remember, this is a brand new vehicle. Can't see it. I'm going to just head down there and you probably just see the switches there. So both front seats are electrically heated, and there's additional storage just down between the two seats. So a well-equipped interior on this Maxus Edeliver 3 chassis cab. So just to confirm again then, this is our Maxus Edeliver 3 chassis cab. It is finished in blank white. We have done nothing with the back because we think that that's something you'd want to resolve. Happy to work with either a converter that you can introduce us to, or you can work with one of our own. Just tell us what you want to go on the back and we'll organise that for you. It's well equipped. It's got up to 200 miles realistically with technology and average weather, 130 to 150 miles range, and it's fully electric and ready to go to work for you, as new, presented as well. Hope the video's helped you.